Hello Horizon fans, welcome back. I know it's been a little while since we made a video for you guys, but we are back. We're going to make a video and it's going to be a little something different. We're not doing a custom blueprint today. As you probably gathered by the title of the video that you just clicked on, we're going to do a side-by-side comparison, a stock for stock, a new series. We're going to do a new series called Stock for Stock. This is going to be the first video in the new series, and today we're going to compare the 92 Silvia, which we're sitting in right now, and we're going to compare this to the 1990 Mazda RX7. So basically the idea for this is something I like to do on my main profile, my regular profile, whatever you want to call it,
in 100 yards,
is,
turn
shut
sharp
up lady,
left.
is I like to take cars that I feel like would have been competitors in their time, like sales competitors or possibly even on-track competitors in their respective day, and I like to just run them stock for stock and see, like, you know, which one would have been the better car if you were racing the shit out of that stock car that you just bought. Now obviously to compare it to an RX-7, and by the way, I know the screen, you're probably looking at a small square of a Nissan Silvia right now, but don't worry, the RX-7 will pop up in due time. The RX-7 will be here. Anyway, yes, to compare to an RX-7, I would much rather be comparing it on the Nissan line to a 300ZX. Horizon don't give me a 1990 300ZX. Horizon gives me a 1994 300ZX, which was a next generation. You know, the 94 300ZX needs to be compared to the 94 RX7, the FD RX, FD, yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, guys, the 94 and RX7, FD. So the closest thing in the Nissan fleet that I feel like is to the 1990 RX7 on Horizon is either this 1990 Nissan Silvia, which was pretty much unchanged from 90. 90 model would have been basically the same car. I think the 92 might have a couple extra horsepower over the 90. Or the alternative Nissan was the 87 Skyline, which was also a similar performance index to the RX-7. So if you guys want to see that, comment and let me know.
At the roundabout.
Oh, at the roundabout, take the second exit. If you guys want to see a comparison with the RX-7 and the 87 Skyline, let me know and I'll make that video as well. Or if you want to see a comparison between this and the 87 Skyline, let me know and I'll make that video. But anyway, my choice for the first comparison was the 92 Silvia and the 90 RX-7. And depending upon if I get any positive feedback from this, there'll be plenty more videos in this series to go with them. And you guys can let me know in the comments what cars you want to see compared to one another. You know, I'm going to do similar... Oh look, area discovered. I'm going to do similar sales competitors as far as my picks will go. But if you guys come up with something that you want to see, a stock 92 Silvia versus a stock 2015 Lamborghini, just let me know. I'll make the video. It'll be, you know, it'll be a retarded race because obviously the Lamborghini's going to win. I'll still make the video. You know, I make this content for you, not for me. So you tell me what you want to see and I'll make it happen. But don't worry. The custom blueprint series is not going away. I'm still going to do the custom blueprints. I've just thought this might be a little entertaining, you know, a little entertaining side feed. So the track we're going to race at today, it's going to be a 3-race event, by the way. A road racing event, a dirt racing event, and a drag racing event. The road racing event that these two are going to compete at is going to be Astmore Heritage Circuit. Seems like a reasonable track to let these two compete against each other. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and click this button. And as soon as I do, the RX-7 should also pop up on the screen. drove him first. So the RX7 does have a little bit of an advantage because I had already ran 3 laps on the track by the time I ran the RX7. Let's see if the Nissan can make up for the disadvantage of being the first car on the track with its performance abilities. But we will flip the script on that, and when we get to the dirt racing event, the RX7 will go first. That way the Nissan has the advantage on the dirt racing event, just like the RX7 has the current advantage as far as track knowledge. That's another car that we can compare to the RX7 once I acquire one. I have 92 switch to that. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go. I've got an RX7 to beat, and you're not driving. Is the first of 3 in the books. Well, alright guys, so as you guys saw, the RX7 came out to be the victor there. A result that I'm going to be honest, I pretty well expected. Even though it's heavier and has slightly less power than the Silvia, the RX7 is it's known for its handling. I mean, when this car was new, it had the best handling. It won awards for its handling, for its suspension. So, you know, the handling prowess of this car over the Nissan was definitely expected. So now we move on, boys, to the drag race, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move on to the drag strip, and we're going to see which car takes victory at the drag strip. We may find the Nissan to have a slight advantage at the drag strip because of its higher power and lower weight, but gearing can come into play, you know, I don't know. Neither car really, as far as just driving it in a straight line, neither car just reaches out and screams, I'm the faster of the two, I'm going to win a drag race. So, we're going to go run a drag race and find out. Do the drag race, of course, the two cars are going to go face off one last time on a dirt race. And the RX7 may have an advantage because he just now got to experience some dirt. but no, they're gonna face off on a dirt circuit somewhere, and that'll be the third and final event for these two. But let's not get ahead of ourselves because in 400 yards we turn left.
Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Well, alright, the RX7 has proven to be the victor in 2 of the 3 events already. So we could just already conclude that the RX7 would be the victorious car between the 2. But this is a 3-race event. We're going to go ahead and run a dirt race. That's what we set out to do, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go run us a dirt race real quick and see if our conclusion is unanimous across the board that the RX-7 is the better car, or if the Nissan can at least try to redeem itself somewhere, i.e. on a dirt track. But I don't foresee the Nissan being any better on the dirt event than the RX-7 is either.
In 400 yards.
Maybe though, maybe.
Left.
The lightweight might actually help the what did I say that? I think I said it wrong. I don't foresee the Nissan being the better car on the dirt event.
200 yards, turn right.
But it does have the lighter weight, so, you know, it might play to its advantage on the dirt. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll be there in a little over half a mile. And we'll line them up one last time, and we will see
in 400 yards,
which car is victorious on dirt.
Turn right. In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right. Turn right. have arrived at your destination.
Right off the bat, we're going to notice the Nissan had a lot more trouble keeping up with the build than the RX7. It's definitely not as good on dirt in steel. We will see if the race times verify that or not. I'm sure it will. Right off the bat, that's what I can feel it. The RX7 is feels right at home on the dirt. The Nissan, it's just like having a hard time battling with the competitors. Both completed their first lap. It definitely seems like the RX7 is going to be the victor for a third straight victory. But the RX7 does have approximately a 25 to 30 point performance index advantage over the Nissan. The only thing I can think of with the advantage is the weight and the handling of the RX7, like the weight distribution of it. So the RX7 has a 51% front distribution, the Silvia has a 55% front distribution. That's the only thing I can think of is giving the RX7 any kind of advantage. The Nissan has higher horsepower, lower weight. I mean, by the specs, the Nissan should be the faster car. But it has not proven to be on any event yet. The end of this race will determine if that's a 3 for 3. It does appear the Nissan is even going to win it, right? Let alone beat the RX7. Down the drain, down the tube, complete. Well, there we have our results. The RX7 defeated the Silvia in 3 out of 3 events, so our first of hopefully many stock-for-stock comparisons ended with a complete blowout or complete shutout of the first car to compete. Let me pull up my stats here. I'm going to pull over on the side of the road so I don't crash my car while I'm talking and looking at my recordings here. Alright, so on the road event, the RX7 did a lap of a 119.580 over the Silvia, did a lap of 122.816. So the Silvia got its lap time beat by 3 seconds on the best lap. Race time was 4 minutes and 20 seconds, .1 for the Silvia, and that was easily bested by the RX7 with a 4:11.1. So the RX7 was 9 seconds overall faster. In the drag race, the RX7 had the better time, 15.649 to the Silvia of 15.716, about 3/10 of a second difference over the Silvia in the drag race. And on the dirt racing track, the RX7 had a best lap of 54.2, which is better than the Silvia's 55.1 by nearly a full second for the best lap. Race time, RX7 had a 2:49.6, which is 7 seconds faster than the Silvia's 2:56.9. I'm not going to put that information in the description. I will put the information of this event in the description of the next event. And the next event could be a while. How did that bust the back window? But I'm going to do that as an effort to make sure somebody doesn't just read the description and go, okay, the RX7 was faster. Yeah, you got to watch some of the video. You at least have to skim through the video to determine which car was faster. You know, you may not watch the whole video, but you got to at least skim it, guys. So there you have it. Your information on the first event is the RX7 bested the Silvia on the circuit races by a lot. I mean, it walked all over the Silvia on the circuit races. On the drag race, neither car won their respective drag race, but the RX7 was still 3/10 of a second faster. That's the only one I don't get, to be honest. The races that handling is the primary issue. I totally see the RX7 being better than the Silvia. I mean, like I say, Mazda was known in the 90s for their suspension on their RX7. So it does not surprise me that the RX7 was able to outmaneuver the Silvia so dramatically. The only reason I can think of the RX7 having an advantage over the Silvia during the drag race is just plain and simple gearing. It's got to be gearing. The RX7's heavier. The RX7 has less horsepower and quite a bit less torque. It has to be in the gearing. That's the only way. And maybe grip. Maybe it's got better rubber on it. I didn't think to look at tire size for both cars. I would imagine the RX7 probably does have wider tires than the Silvia. But we're going to drive our little Phil's home, and then we're going to end this video at our home. So, pretty much the only thing I got left to tell you guys is don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell so that when new things come up, you can be the first one to see it. And again, I said it early in the video, and I'm saying it again. I'm going to do more of these comparisons. I'm also going to do more custom blueprints. Hell, we may even do some comparisons on custom blueprints. So if you guys have a custom blueprint that you're wanting to see ran, give me the share code, tell me about it, leave it in the comments below, the share code, and maybe if you can, a little information about the blueprint. And more importantly, if you guys have a car comparison that you want to see, you know, the 94 RX7 versus the 94 300 GX or whatever. You know, hard to get cars, exclusive cars, things like that, I may not be able to do a comparison on for a while until I've made enough money to pick them up in the auction house, because this is a relatively new profile. It didn't get to race and earn very many of the exclusive cars. I only have 2 Terrenos on a fluke. I just happened to pick them up at the auction house for dirt cheap. Or I guess I got one at the auction house. That ain't my turn. I got one at the auction house. The other one came up a few weeks ago as a Forza car you could buy in the Forza shop. That dude was popping a hell of a wheelie. I wish I'd have caught his name. But anyway, guys, if you do have a pair of cars you want to see compared, even if it's an exclusive car, let me know. The worst thing I can do is respond to your comment and tell you that I simply do not have that car at this time, and that I'll put it on the agenda for when I do have the car. But here we are at the house, guys. So there is nothing left to do except for end this video So you guys all have a great night. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know you're watching. You know, let me know you're watching, and let me know what you think about this this series. I don't know. Can one video be called a series? You know, maybe when there's a second video we can call it a series. But I plan on it being a series. Let me know what you think about it, guys. Until next time, peace out.